Hey everybody, it is Tea Time with the Diva. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, because we're going to get into it. This Tea Time is dedicated to Wendy Williams, hashtag free Wendy. Listen, Wendy Williams, ever since she went to her son's graduation, and after that, she did a little, media blitz tour. She went on Charlemagne the God. She spoke to Jason Lee. She spoke to Don Lemon. Everybody is saying, oh, she spoke to Harvey Levin from TMZ. Everybody's saying hashtag free Wendy. Wendy, she's good enough to be out here with her family, maybe not just totally solo, but at least with her family, but not locked away to rot. So the latest person that come into Wendy's defense is the comedian Luenell. She said she spoke to Wendy Williams through Jason Lee, and she said, Wendy sounds good, sounds fine. They need to re-look at these laws and set Wendy free. Let me share a screen so we can get right into this story. Comedian Luenell, Wendy and I talked this week. She's fine. We need to free Wendy. I'm in agreement here. Let's get a little bit more. Let's listen to Luenell.
The other day I talked to you. We had talked about Wendy Williams.
Yes.
Ever since then, there's been a lot of movement happening. Things are developing. People are speaking out. People are having opinions and feelings about, her current state.
Well, I think the laws should be changed for sure. I think that this is like an incarceration. Luckily for me, God bless me, and I talked to Wendy today.
You talked to Wendy today?
I talked to Wendy today.
How did she sound?
First of all, shout out to Jason Lee as he hooked us up. She can't really call anybody, so it has to be on a three-way. So he patched me in with her. She sounded like the old Wendy. She sounded fine. She sounded great. Clearly, she's clean and sober, which is a wonderful thing for everybody and her health. She's anxious to get back out there. I told her there's a whole movement out here going on trying to, hashtag free Wendy. She saw the clip of when I spoke about Wendy the other day at the airport. She saw it, and she was very happy. And so that is why I'm free to now speak and say I spoke to Wendy. She sounds fine.
She sounds good. That's beautiful to hear. And Harvey said the same thing. He had spoken to her. Charlemagne said the same thing. Yeah. You were saying the same thing.
Yes. Wendy sounds fine. She's ready to get back out and smell the roses. She wants to flirt, and she definitely wants to flirt.
What did she say? Tell me more about that.
She wants to date her ass off is what she said. And I'm with you, me too. So, yeah, she wants to get back out. And, look at the men she's been seeing. She don't even have no eye candy. The old people that are decrepit up in this place where she's at or whatever they are, but they're not hot guys. And she's grown and she still wants to see some men, and I'm with it, Wendy.
Any message to the senator and to the lawyers that are trying
Please reform this law. Please don't separate people from their family unless their family looks like they're a detriment, which Britney's were. And just if there's family members that have cleared the background check and they want to take care of their family member, you should not be able to keep them from talking to their family member, their children and stuff like that. And the money, get somebody to control the money, not the conservator who got no interest in taking care of them. They're trying to get the bag. And she wants to come to Vegas to my residency at Jimmy Kimmel's Comedy Club and come on stage with me. I said, Wendy, I would be blowed if we could make that happen. The people would go nuts and be glad for everybody to see her back.
I want Wendy Williams to be free too. Not necessarily to work right away, but just to be free so she could be happy and live her best life until it is time for her to go see her maker. So Wendy Williams sounds just like her old self, and she doesn't deserve to be locked up in a conservatorship that's bordering on a jail sentence. So says the comedian Luenell. We caught up with the comedian in Inglewood Thursday, just days after we chatted with her at LAX. And Luenell said she's been blessed to have a real talk with Wendy on the phone. She tells us Wendy sounded like the old Wendy. totally and completely fine during their call. And Luenell even says she's clean and sober, which is good for everyone around her. Luenell says she's anxious to get out of the conservatorships, which she likens to an incarceration, and she's thankful for the many fans who are trying to hashtag free Wendy. Obviously, Charlamagne the God and our own Harvey Levin have also spoken with Wendy, and they also say Wendy sounds great and doesn't seem to need a conservator. Luenell says there's one thing that's Wendy's looking to get back the most, and it sounds like the dudes in LA and New York City better watch out. Luenell has made it clear she wants her close pal out of the conservatorship ASAP, calling Wendy's conservator the devil when we spoke to her earlier this week. Let's take a listen.
Introducing Salad as a Service by Garden.
A lot of people are talking about Wendy Williams right now. Remember, we saw the Free Britney movement with the conservatorship,
Sure. Yeah.
And now we're seeing the same motion with people saying, "Yo, Wendy Williams like seems coherent. She seems, like she has her faculties, and that she has dementia and all that. But like when even Harvey got on the phone with her, Charlamagne, and they're like, maybe she doesn't need to be like cooped up like the way she is. Have you reached out to her?
I have no way to reach out to her, but if I could, I would just let her know the people out here love her, and we want the best for her. We want her to get back with her family, mainly her niece, her father, her sister, her son, and we just pray that some kind of way they'll be able to legally break her out of this jail, because she doesn't deserve to be in jail. Like, she's living in the conditions that Diddy's living in, and we just don't understand. She wasn't hurting anybody but herself. If they can get her family back around her, that's the most healing thing. And maybe her cats and some of her possessions.
So she's your friend. Like you got real love for her. You know her.
She gave me a lot of opportunities.
Yeah. So do you feel like, look, we saw, sometimes I feel like these conservators, the people in charge of them, that it becomes their job, right? And then it's like, if they lose their job, they kind of lose their power, right?
You'd be among a bunch of people that done lost their job. And I don't care about the conservator. They're the devil. Right. They need to let Wendy come back and get with her family. Free Wendy.
And they be trying to hold on. It seems like, even with the Rosenberg guy, right? I remember with him.
I don't know how these conservatorships get underway. I guess it's the courts.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Okay, I'm sure it's done its job by now. Just like Wendy was under conservatorship for 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years, but her parents were ripping her off every day. It's a bad idea. They need to stop this. Let her get back with her family.
Should she be reevaluated immediately?
No, just let her out, period.
That's right.
Yeah, if she can go to her son's graduation and she can go and, possibly get something to eat, just let her go home.
So that was an interview before she actually spoke to Wendy, and then you see when she
Introducing
Wendy, she pretty much said, "Listen, let Wendy go free." I've known people that are in worse situations than Wendy, that they really can't take care of themselves, and they end up out on the street homeless, and nobody's giving them a conservator and putting them up in a place where they can live and be safe and warm and have something to eat every day and perhaps get the proper meds. This conservatorship thing, it happens to people that got money that they can take, because these conservatives got to get paid and the state's not paying them. They're taking the money out of your estate. Okay. So it's messy. And I do think the laws need to be changed. And I think if they was really into helping people, there's a lot of people that are straight up on the streets that need help. Listen, guys, hashtag free Wendy. Chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back, everybody. Thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this situation, okay? And I'll chat. If you chat with me, I'll chat back. See you on the next video.